normal considering I'm doing this vertically. But yeah, I just started streaming like 2 minutes ago. I had the whole waiting room set up and everything. And then for some reason, YouTube is really finicky when it comes to like your phone's orientation when you start a stream on mobile. If it's vertical, then it'll just like, stream it vertically. If it's horizontal, it'll stream it horizontally. Like, it pretty much is based entirely on what your phone is like positioned at when you start up the stream. And I wanted to do it vertically because it's just way more convenient. And yeah, well, here we are. Second time's the charm, right? But as you could probably tell from the title, we are going to be cooking some big food. Ubbled by X out of context. It's not out of context because I'm actually doing what the title is saying. I am cooking my cock. It's just that the word cock is being used to refer to chickens, which is what it has historically been meant for this entire time. Its modern use was determined pretty recently, so I feel like I'm being pretty canonically correct here. Hey, random guy, how are you doing? But yeah, like I said, we are going to be cooking, so we're going to just go underway with that now, shall we? So, right here we have a slab of chicken. This is a chicken breast. But as you could probably tell, it's quite, how should I say, plain. Now, unfortunately, chicken is incredibly dry unless you just slather it in a bunch of seasoning, which is what we're going to do right now. So, before we do that, I got to get my seasoning. So I'm going to put my phone right here. Just prop it up right there, and you guys can look at my cock while I go get the seasoning, as well as the cutting board. I need that too. All right, cutting board right there. We're going to get some onion powder, some cayenne pepper, garlic and herb seasoning, some normal pepper, and the secret ingredient, seasoned salt. So we got this right here, 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 and this right here. And look at that. So we got 5 seasonings right here, which may not seem like much for most people, but it's all I got right now. I'm just playing the cards that I have at the moment. So forgive me if it's not as seasoned as one would like for it to be. There's not much I can really do. Oh, and actually, I guess I could take you guys with me when I go get a knife. So we're gonna go get a knife from in here. So we're gonna open up my cabinet of fun toys and accessories, and ooh, look at that. So I'll just give you a really brief overview. Some utensils. There's tongs. I think this is another thing of tongs. Oh, this is one of those thrifty ice cream scoop things. As you can tell, it's got the Thrifty logo on there. Pretty epic. Kind of looks like a gun. Blah blah blah. But so this was got or someone got this or someone my girlfriend got this. She got this. Well, I don't even know. I was trying to dance around it. But she got this from a Rite Aid because it was going out of business, and she wanted to get ice cream, but I guess they didn't have any more over there. But they still had these scoops right here, and we talked a lot about how cool these scoops are. I mean, look at it. This is so industrial. This is so heavy. Listen to that sound. That sounds not like something you would use for ice cream. That sounds like something you would use to like torture somebody. So, pretty cool. Ironically enough, I actually served some ice cream yesterday, but I totally forgot we had that. So we bought this for pretty much no reason. Me when the cock is getting cooked. That's right. Me when my cock is getting mutilated right in front of me, and there's nothing I could do about it except stand there like the man standing emoji. But enough messing around. I'm gonna get the knife, and we're gonna go straight back to cooking. Considering that I left this chicken out for like 3 days straight, I really don't want it to be like out any further without being cooked because for all I know, um, it could be getting rotten at this point in time. And for those who don't know, 3-ish days is the point when you have like meat out for 3 days. That's when it starts to rot. That is factually correct. But we're gonna move this to the side right here, and we're going to move this cutting board right here. And then, oh shoot, that's right. Before I do that, I gotta get myself not a pair of gloves, but I'm gonna get myself a glove. Because everyone knows that when you're handling chicken, you gotta be really careful because if you don't, you might accidentally contract what we call in the business AIDS. And I really don't want that at the moment because, healthcare is really expensive. So I'm going to bring this over right here. God, this feels very clinical. I'm very sorry about this. I don't mean for this to feel like ER or something. But if it is, perfect. ER is fun. It's a good show. Ooh, that is a good looking dude. That looks nice. Okay, I'm gonna put the knife right here, and now we're gonna cut this sucker right here. Okay. I can imagine somebody scrolling into this stream and they're thinking that I'm actually like a chef, when in reality I barely know what I'm doing here. Okay, so we're gonna cut this into some little tiny pieces. Not too tiny. I've learned that lesson before. If you cut your pieces of chicken too small, or just any meat in general, when you cook it, it gets even smaller. And you really don't want that. You want to have some nice meaty chunks right there to bite into. So we're not going to go too crazy. And considering I'm going to be here alone for like a good like 3 days or something, may as well cut it into pieces that are good for a single person to eat. Okay, so we're going to cut this one right here. Yeah, it's a little icy. I was just joking about it being out for 3 days. Yeah, a little icy. So it's a little bit more difficult to cut into. Cut that one right there. Let's cut this. And it feels like a pretty good piece right there. That's a good size. Okay, and then we cut this one right here. There we go. Got that side over and done with. Next, we can move on to this. This looks very salmon-esque. It looks like a salmon fillet or something. But it's not. It is a different kind of meat. It's my cock meat. Okay. There we are. Cut into that. Oh my god, no, this is giving me some trouble. Oh! There we go. Perfect. Hey, dumb user, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. I see you changed your profile picture. Very fascinating. I wonder who it could be of. But yeah, we are cooking right now. We are cooking some cock right now. And I don't mean that in a weird, dirty way. I mean we're literally cooking some chicken. And this is my favorite thing to cook because I love chicken. I love when we season up some chicken. It's very tasty. When you get a lot of seasoning on there, it's just, oh, so good. Bro's cooking a 5-star meal. Pretty much. I don't really fancy myself as a chef, but I feel like I'm able to pull out some pretty good meals when it comes down to the line of me needing to make something for us. Doesn't look radioactive good. What about this piece right here? This piece is all yellow. It doesn't look like that in real life, but in the camera, it really, really looks. This looks like almost jaundice-esque. Damn, maybe I did leave this chicken out for too long. But okay, right now, it's not done, of course. We need to season it up. So, we got our 5 seasonings right here. We got, let's see, let's start with the seasoned salt. The iconic, classic Lawry's seasoned salt. You can never go wrong with this. My family's been using it for probably my entire life. Very tasty, very good. Kind of negates the need for me to use pepper, but that's fat. Yeah, it is fat. It is fat. It just looks way worse in the camera than it does in person. But trust me, this meat is still good. I barely took it out this morning. Okay, so let's pour some on here. And one thing I learned is that, you can't really be that conservative when it comes to your seasonings, because it does end up coming off eventually, especially when you're cooking it, like into the oils and into the. Whenever I cook chicken, I usually cook it with water. I don't use oil because I don't know. I kind of like using just water because it makes it a bit more healthy. Looks like a pile of meat. Yeah, no shit. It looks like a pile of meat. All right, next we got ourselves some cayenne pepper. Cayenne? I think it's cayenne. All All right, and this adds a little bit of zest to it. You know, we got to get some of that spice in there. You know me, I'm a spice guy now. You know, I like to make spiciness my whole personality, so I throw a shoot ton right there. Okay, and I'll put these to the side because when I mix this up, I'm gonna have to season them again. Slap the chicken. Yeah. Yeah, you like when I slap that chicken, huh? Yeah, you like that, huh? Yeah. Naughty girl. Yeah. I say that even though effectively I am slapping my cock. Okay, next we have garlic and herb seasoning. Salt free, perfect, because we have seasoning salt, so it all works out pretty good. Okay, pour some in there. Yeah, throw that in there. Ooh, look at they got the big chunks in there. That's how you know it's good when you got those big, big chunks. Yummy. ASMR? You think this is ASMR? Well, you know, a lot of people have said that I should do ASMR, so maybe this is one of the many, many signs that God has given me to pursue that career path. Maybe I can be an ASMR artist in the future where I slap chicken and cook macaroni and cheese all day or something. All right, next we got the onion powder. Mm-mm-mm. And these are all seasonings from, I don't know, I think these are from Aldi or something. They're definitely off brand, so I wouldn't say that they're the best, most likely. I don't know anything about seasoning, but I do know that, oh shoot. Yeah, this seasoning got a little weird on me. Sometimes if I don't use it for a while, it just gets like clumped up. Chicken ASMR. POV ASMR, you are a chicken and you're being cooked by me in a game of Fortnite. Okay. I'm just doing like, I'm turning 90s and stuff. Or cranking 90s, I mean. Sorry, I don't play Fortnite, so I don't know the terminology. Ugh, damn it. I hate this onion powder. It always gets like clumped up. Okay, come on. There we go. Oh, too much. All right. We'll stop right there. Don't want this thing to drown in onion. Okay, next we got just some normal black pepper. Like I said, it is included with the seasoned salt, so I guess I don't really need to use this, but hey, may as well use it anyways. I use it in pretty much everything. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Getting all nice and zesty. All right, now we're gonna mix this up. Mix it up. Oh, can you hear that? Can you hear that? Can you hear that? Here, I'm gonna. What's that sound like? Yeah. What's that vine? Does anyone want to quote that vine for me? If not, what are you witnessing? You're witnessing some five-star dining right here, some nerd. Can I call you Nakajima? But yeah, do you hear that? Dumb user knows what's up. Dumb user knows what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. And you know, like I said, even though we mix it up right here, it's not enough. We need more. We need more seasoning. We need more seasoned salt. Chicken is so freaking dry unless you like douse it in seasonings. We need more cayenne pepper. We need more onion powder. I'm using up like half of my freaking seasoning right here. This better be the best damn chicken I've ever tasted in my whole life. If not, I'm going to be very sad. I'm going to delete this. I'm going to delete this VOD out of shame. All right. There we go. Clean it all up. Don't need that open anymore. Me when seasoning. All right. Thank you for the 2 likes. I appreciate it. Looks like we got some fine connoisseurs here that know what's up. All right. Yeah. 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 Oh, yeah. This is so freaking weird. Imagine being subscribed to the guy that did the Persona 3 Twitter video, and then you just, like, tune into some random stream he's got going on like, June 27th, 2025, and then this is what you see. You're like, oh, he says he's cooking his cock. Oh, let's check out what's going on. And it's just this. Oh, yeah. Yeah, mommy. Oh, yeah. That feels so good. Oh, God. Oh yeah, this is like we're tenderizing the meat too. So it may sound like I'm fetishizing it, but honestly, we need this stuff. We need to do this. This is a very important process for cooking chicken and meat in general. You have to pretty much just crush your meat. Crush your meat. You take your hands and just grab your meat firmly, and you just yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh, that is literally what happened. Peak content. Is that actually what happened, some nerd? I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry that this has to be probably your second exposure to me. First one was pretty cringe. This may be more cringe. But don't worry, we are done with the whole seasoning and tenderizing of the meat. So all we have left now is to throw this into a pan, cook it, and I also plan to cook some stir fry alongside it too. So we're gonna do that. Maybe some vegetables. I already cooked rice, so we're not gonna do that anymore. Yeah, that's all we got to do. Just three things to cook, and we'll be good to go. So I'm gonna take off this glove right here, and then I'm going to get myself a pan to cook this in. All right, so we're gonna throw this away. Here we go. Here's this. This looks like my. This is my condom right here. Blam in there. Yep, I cooked some spam yesterday. Next, gotta get the pan, like I said. So we're not gonna be using this, but we are gonna put it over here on the stove. Maybe need to make a phone call. Me when this chicken becomes orange because of seasonings. I mean, yeah, when it turns a color like that, you know for certain that it's going to slap hard AF when you cook it. Honestly, every time that I've cooked like any sort of meat that changes color, it's always hit more than like if it's just normal like pale color. So this right here is the pan we are going to use. That is our chosen one right there, our SMT Messiah, if you will. Okay, so we got to put this top away. Let's cover this lid, if you will. Alright. Gotta make sure it doesn't fall, because that's going to be a very, very bad health hazard. So there's our lid. Okay, next we need to pour some water into our thingy-mabobber. So, oh, fuck. I almost poured the water onto the closed pan. I'm so stupid. My grandparents on my stepdad's side never seasoned their food. What the what? No freaking way, dude. You have to change some hearts, dude. Some nerd. You need to be some savior, and you need to go to your parents, your grandparents, and you got to tell them what they're doing is wrong. Probably the worst thing that they most likely are doing, unless they're racist, like some grandparents are. Which, if they are, then that may have to be something that you contend with separately from changing their view about seasoning food. But yes, you have to change their mind about unseasoning their food. That is gross. Right? Who doesn't season their food? It's like almost a necessity. I mean, there are some meats that are pre-seasoned, but even then, it was already seasoned before you bought it. So it's just like, ugh, I don't know. I don't know. To be fair, I used to be one of those people who did not season their food. So I guess I can't talk too much, but also I was a novice at that point and I was younger. So I've learned, I've changed my ways, and now I am, making my food actually taste good. Clean your kitchen. What? My kitchen's pretty clean. It's pretty, I mean, granted, there are some things I can clean, but for the most part, it's pretty spotless, trust me. Like, there are some points where it is pretty dirty, but, that's how all kitchens are. They also tried to cook crab in an oven, so they almost killed everyone. God, dude, you have some crazy, crazy family stories right there. That's insane. I'm glad that you made it. I'm glad that you survived. If not, I probably would maybe be mourning your death right now. Okay, I'm going to be zooming this in right here. So that way, you guys get a nice first class view at this pan right here. All right. Let me center this a bit. We got to get our Spielberg senses, put them into play, and there we go. Perfect. almost like the middle of the screen right there. All right, let's heat this up. We're gonna put it on a little bit over medium, like medium high-ish. Don't want it to be too high. I learned my lesson. Not good. And what I like to do is, I don't usually, you don't have to do this, but I like to sometimes put a little seasoning in the water. So that way, if it's not seasoned enough, the chicken, well, I got my saving grace right here. So, bam! Of course, like I said, I've made hot and spicy things my entire personality, so let's put some cayenne pepper in there. That might be too much, but it's okay. We'll find out. We'll find out. All right. And while we're waiting for that to heat up, I'm going to take out... Wait, hold on. You guys can come with me for that. I'm going to take out some... oh, yeah, this is the ice cream, the Thrifty ice cream that I was talking about. I'm going to take out... no... Yeah, here we go. Ugh, wait, there's two. So, Sugar Snap Pea Stir Fry or Seasoning Blend. Which one should I do? I'm going to make a vote. Hold on. I'm going to start a poll. Stir fry or seasoning blend? All right, I got to make this quick so that way the water doesn't get too hot. I don't know which one to take. This one looks yummy, but I don't know if it'll go good with chicken. That feels more like a meat thing, like a carne asada thing. But I do love me some Sugar Snap. Oh, and peas too. What do we got here? We got green beans. Love green beans. Yellow squash, red peppers, carrots. They got water chestnuts. Oh, yes or no? Oh shoot, my bad. Shoot, I didn't even change the options for the poll. Ah, god damn it! I've ruined everything. I may as well end the stream right now. Okay, I'm just gonna assume the yes means the stir fry. So we'll do the stir fry. Okay. Okay. We got that, and we'll just let it hang right there. You do you, stir fry, and then take a look at what's going on in there. It looks like some poopy water, but trust me, this poopy water tastes way better than it looks. Okay. All right, where's my chicken? Ah, there it is. Okay. So I usually try to wait until it starts to boil up. It starts to simmer. It starts to like bubble. So for now, we could just chill out. So what you guys up to? You guys hanging around? The water that pooped itself. That sounds like it could be like a good mystery novel. James Cameron's The Water That Pooped Itself. New York Times bestseller. I'm playing a game right now. Break? Ooh, what game are you playing? I'm assuming by break you mean break from arting. I'm currently looking at Steam sales and nothing looks good. Dude, I'm opposite right now. There's a lot of things that look good for the Steam summer sale. In fact, maybe too many things that look good. Like, I know right now I'm currently eyeing the Crash Bandicoot Insane trilogy or whatever it's called, as well as the Dead Space remake. That's looking pretty good. And also Star Wars Battlefront 2, which I wasn't too sure about because I do have the first one. But I asked one of my friends because he's been posting about it on Twitter, so I assumed that he, bought it while it was on the summer sale. And I was like, "Is this game good?" And he's like, "Hell yeah!" I'm like, "All right, that's all I really needed. That's all the confirmation I wanted." But yeah, Dead Space is pretty good. I actually, because they have it on Game Pass, PC Game Pass, and I played a little bit through that. And what I played, I really enjoyed. That game is, it's absolutely grotesque and god awful and disturbing. But what they were able to do with it with the remake, it looks beautiful. It's like surprisingly very, very good fidelity wise. I'd recommend it. Not if you're like scared easily. I'm honestly pretty scared myself of horror stuff, except for maybe less so video games. But it's still a really good game, even if it is kind of scary. I'm watching a chicken get cooked. Well, currently right now you're only watching the water get cooked, but it's getting up there in heat, so I think I'm gonna start throwing in the chicken right now. So allow me to go get that. Here we go. Look at that. Oh, friggin'. Ugh. Yeah. Oh, God. Yes. Oh, fuck. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh. It farted at me. Okay. This I don't need anymore. All right. We've abandoned that, and now we could get straight into cooking. All right. I got my trusty spatula right here. And now we could cook this thing up. Oh shit. Oopsie. I got a little too excited right there. I kind of splooged a bit on the stove. My bad. That's not something you guys should follow when you are cooking alongside me at home. Do not splooge your cooking water all over the stove top. Very bad practice. Okay, and yeah, we'll just turn it up a little bit. Then I'm gonna close this up, and then we'll just let it cook for a bit. And while we wait, we'll just we'll take a look at this right here. They say that when you take it out, you gotta let it defrost, and so far, it still feels very globe-esque. It's very spherical right now, and I don't like that. So we might have to throw this in the microwave. Don't do what over the stovetop? Don't, you've heard me. You've heard me. Come on, don't act like you weren't hearing what I was saying. Next stream, you should cook some eggs with rice. Ooh, dude, I actually cooked that yesterday. I cooked, I don't know, I know you guys saw the Spam can inside the trash, but I cooked Spam, eggs, and I had some leftover rice, so I threw the rice into the pan, and I cooked it all together. I made like a goulash with it, and that freaking slaps, man. I love Spam. I love eggs. I love rice. I love rice and eggs, and that's the first time I've ever done. It was so freaking good. It's so good. Oh man, I didn't eat a lot of it. I actually gave a majority of it to someone else because I had already ate like a lot that day. I just realized. What did you just realize? Is that Tenna? Yeah, that is indeed Tenna in Dumb User's profile picture. Someone else to simp for instead of me. I'm not jealous or anything. It's just a funny observation. I thought everyone simped for me, but I guess that's not the case. Huh. Whatever though. I'm not gonna let it get to me. I'm not gonna get angry about it. I'm not gonna get all parasocial about it. No siree. Nope. My art. Yeah, it is their art. Dumb User is an artist. So if you're interested in Deltarune art, as well as users who are dumb, then I highly recommend you check them out. Ooh, is it starting to bubble over? Let me see. I don't see any bubbling over. I just finished Deltarune yesterday. Ah, I see. I don't play Deltarune or Undertale, so I don't really know anything about it other than that people are simping for the TV. And, whatever floats their boat, it doesn't really, appeal to me, but also I don't know too much about the story or the characters, so, whatever. He looks cool, though. I like how he's, very 3D. He reminds me of Super Mario RPG from the SNES, where they have, like, pixels. They have, like, pixelated, like, sprites of 3D models. I also got my ass beat, but, like, I did do them not too long ago. See, I don't know what's going on there. Maybe I should play Deltarune. I have Undertale. I remember buying Undertale because one of my friends was like, "You have to buy Undertale. It's only $8. You could buy it on the Steam Summer Sale or whatever. It's less than like a trip to I don't remember what they said. They're like, it's less than a coffee at Starbucks." And I was in college, so I didn't have that much money to go around. And I was like, well, all right, whatever. And then I bought it, and then I played like 2 hours of it. And that's about all of my runtime through Undertale. And I remember telling him about like how I was kind of interested in picking it up again because I heard Toby Fox is a baller G, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't know about that. The fandom is a little weird." And I was like, "Yeah, but that's how all fandoms are. I mean, look at the Persona fandom; they get crazy. Everyone simps over Akechi, as well as Adachi, and they're like serial killers. Why would you do that? Girl, please do. Should I? Should I? Maybe I will." My Susie went down at the last attack, and only Chris and Ralsei. I'm going to assume those are party members. Fairly safe assumption, because there was only three names there. So I think I might be on the money with that. Video games are 20 times more fun if you don't interact. Oh, God. Honestly, that is the most truest statement that has ever been uttered in these streams ever, honestly. Like, I love the communities for games that I'm a fan of. Megaten, Persona, GTA, but, oh, and Silent Hill. But man, people are weird. People get really, really weird when it comes to their favorite games. And like, I get it. I love video games. I love being a fan of video games, but I usually don't take it to the absurd degrees that some people do, where they're just like there's a bunch of infighting. Like if it's fun infighting, if it's like for playing and stuff, we're just like play fighting, then that's cool. But some people take it way too far. Persona fandom somehow is so much weirder, especially now. Is it especially now? I think the Persona fandom's always been weird though. It's always kind of had that stigma, especially compared to like Megaten fans. Although Megaten fans are not a what's the term? Not a prized horse or something. They have some issues too, especially with the elitism that's a part of that community. But some people, we are getting slowly better and better as time goes on. I feel like it's just because there hasn't been that many games back then, and now that we're starting to slowly get more Megaten games, it's starting to kind of cool down a bit. As for Persona, I don't know anything about that. That series is way too popular, and it seems like it's always going to be having those weirdos in there. But yeah, that's just how it is with fandoms and stuff. Okay, this chicken's looking pretty okay. Do you guys want to have a look at it? I could get a second, third, maybe even fourth opinion on what this chicken's looking like. Check this shit out. Is that chicken looking pretty peak? You know what? I think it is. I think it is. Can you smell it? I'll let you get close. Oh, God, it smells good. You gotta find your space and people. Nah, too much work for me. Honestly, I just like being a loner. Makes things a lot easier. Just kidding. Speaking of Persona, Anime Expo is going to be next week, and God, I really want to go to the. I don't want to go to Anime Expo for Anime Expo, but I really want to go for the Megaten meetup, which is now the Atlas meetup, because games like Metaphor and Catherine and stuff are really popular, and it's just like it can't be just Megaten or Persona; it's got to be all. But God, I really want to go. I missed last year and I missed in 2023 when I super duper fucked up and I didn't know where to go. And now I have my chance again, but like I still have to buy another ticket for AX, and I don't want to do that cuz the tickets are like super expensive. Oh, you have a friend? Oh, are you going to be going to Dumb User? If so, then that might be more of a reason for me to go. Maybe we could all pitch in for a hotel room, perhaps. The three of us, maybe four, five, six, seven of us, perhaps. Hell, the whole entire chat. No, I won't. Okay, never mind. I guess I'm not going. But yeah, that's something that I've been like contending with for like the past few days. They announced. That's the one thing that's the one announcement that the Megaten meetup is gonna have. They're gonna be like, guys, we have an exclusive video game announcement. It's Ronde. It's getting a remake. And imagine if it's like it's exactly the same as it was on Sega Saturn or whatever it was released on, and it's got like those same like 3D like like model sprites where it looks really, really bad. God, those. I heard that's like the worst part about Ronde is just those sprites. Everything else is okay. It's serviceable. I don't even live near Anime Expo. Yeah, then if that's the case, maybe it's not worth going for you. Because for a lot of people, it is pretty far. Some people fly in from out of state and sometimes out of country to go. And like I get it, Anime Expo is like, you know, probably maybe the most popular anime convention in America. As far as I know, because you know, I live West Coast, that's all I really, you know, that's all I've ever known. But yeah, I know a lot of people are really hyped for AX and stuff. That some people do fly out for it. All right, this chicken is starting to look pretty good, yeah? Maybe I should stop cooking it. Or maybe I should throw in some stir fry right now. Also, another thing that they got going on over there, it's not directly related to AX, but they have Hololive Night at the Dodger Stadium, and I really want to go to that because I missed it last year. I got another chance to go. I just got to buy a ticket, but like, oh God, I don't have a car, and like, I'm sure public transit is going to be a bitch because it's the Dodgers and it's Hololive, and you put the two together, and it just creates like just a disaster for everyone involved. But yeah, lots of things I want to do, lots of things, and God, they all require money. Oh, they require money, and they require like transporting myself to LA because I don't live near LA. I'm like a 2 hour drive away, and it's just like, oh God, it sucks. Chicken looks even more peak right now. I'm gonna make it look even more peak than more peak right now, random guy, because I'm gonna throw in some fucking stir fry. Check this out. We got this right here. And look, it's not spherical anymore. This sugar snap pea stir fry is gonna go straight into my my pan. It's gonna go straight into my pan, not my urethra. Straight into the pan, not in my urethra, okay? So we gotta cut this thing open. I'm gonna leave it right there while I get myself some pair of scissors right here. So we got this. We got very, very unsafe scissors. I haven't washed these in about 3 weeks. Hey Jeff, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I'm going to cook myself up some stir fry alongside my chicken. All right. Here we go. Hi, Dorky Danny. How are you doing? Please wash the scissors. Holy shit. No! The scissors add a nice tang to the food. And I am just kidding. I did wash the scissors. I usually wash them after every time I use them. Okay, so we're going to throw in the stir fry right now. What does it look like? Ooh, it looks good. All right, check this out. All right. Ooh, look at that. Look at the sugar peas, the sugar snaps. Look at, ooh. All right. Yes. God, I love this stuff. And that might be a bit too much. Oh, God, that is way too much. Okay, that's definitely more than good. I used like maybe 2/3 of the pack already. All right. Let's throw this back inside the freezer. We don't need this anymore. And now we could stir this around. We could stir the fry, if you will. I am cooking some chicken. Hey Dante, welcome. I am cooking some chicky wicky. How are you? Oh, you're drained right now? Oh, poor dorky Danny. Well, I'm glad that you're able to be here because, you know, things are nice and chill right now. We're cooking some food. And if you want to pull up a chair and take out a plate, I could probably serve you some if you want. Only if you want to. You don't have to eat this. I know that there's a lot of like green stuff in here, and I know that might be a little weird for some people, but it's not that bad. It's not that bad. You could always just pick out the chicken from it. Man, cooking for people is fun. I feel like cooking for people is way better than just cooking for yourself, because you get to share the wealth. I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to... Wow. Okay. All right. I don't even know why you're here. You two should just have your own little chat if you want to just ignore me. God. So rude. When's the emo makeup tutorial video? In about 14 years, maybe 13, depending on when I could get it out. The chicken almost isn't visible now. I know, because it's just the stir fry is just like that. That's the best part. The chicken is just like, it's like garnishments almost for the stir fry. For real, I love cooking for my friends. It's the best part. It's the best part. And then you get to see their reaction. You get to see the satisfaction on their face when you actually, when you get it good. If you make them shit, then of course they most likely will be like, that sucks. That sucks. You're a horrible friend. Maybe we will. JK. Wow. Way to make me more jealous. Golly. Man. All the women in my life seem to hate me for some reason. God. I can't tell if you're emo or not because you got the hair but have the whitest neck. I'm not emo. I just have that, I have that look. I don't know what my neck has to deal with anything, but, I'm not emo. I'm not even a skater boy. I kind of just have that aesthetic because I grew up around that stuff, and that's all I know. That's all I know. My neck is fine. Ayo, are you simping for my neck? I just got here and they already getting freaky. This is twice in a row now. Yeah, Dante, I don't know what it is about you. You showing up and things getting like, things getting like 18 plus. I don't know if it's like some sort of vibe that you bring, like some sort of freaky vibe. Freaky vibe day. I mean, it's still Friday, so that works. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe you're like an aphrodisiac of sorts. I know there are some people who legitimately qualify as being living aphrodisiacs. So maybe you might have to get yourself checked out. You might have that innate ability, which is very useful ability, by the way. Depending on, what you plan to use for it. I know sometimes it might be annoying for some people. Like, it would suck if you're at, like, the DMV and everyone just, like, got horny. And then the line gets even longer because everyone just ends up, like, having an orgy. And you're just like, fuck, I just wanted to renew my license. What the hell? And now you have to wait. Instead of 5 hours, it's 10 hours. That looks delish. Yeah, you like my delish meat? Yeah, I had a feeling you would like it. Thank you for the 4 likes, by the way. His neck is thick and wide. Yeah, Jeff, honestly, it's really not that big of a deal. Bro has the special effect of making other people freaky. 5'8" of pure... I'm fat and hairy. Oh, come on. Don't say that about yourself. That's not true. That's not true. You have to call yourself full of love and... bear-esque. Those are the terms that are used, right? Full of love, love-filled, and bear. Did you know I'm emo now? Sing Last Resort to make fun of me, even though it's a new metal song, not emo. Yeah, it's definitely not emo. It has like some emo tinges to it, but yeah, definitely not emo. Fat and hairy is goated though. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder who did say that, dude. I've seen what, you've posted. I see what you're into. I've seen that Tana fan art that you repost. And there's nothing wrong with it. I get it. I totally understand. There's something for everyone. And while it might not be my thing, I can see why it could be some people's thing. Some people are not able to do that. Some people don't have that ability to be able to see why something has an appeal. But I do. I'm that open-minded. I'm like almost like bi-curious, but only when it comes to understanding people. I'm just like, okay, I can see why you like to have a dump dropped on your chest and then smeared onto it by someone's butt. I get it. I understand. Not my thing, but, I can see why it's hot. You do you, fam. You do you. Okay. I have not been timing this, so I don't know. I don't know how far along you've been cooking this. I'm going to have to get a fork so that way it doesn't get all mushy and gross. Oh, Chimkin. Chimkin. So let's take one of these peas right here. Okay. We got a pea. I don't have to pee, but I have AP right here. I have AP bio. So I'm going to try this out. Got a blow on it. I'm blowing this pea. Mmm. This is good. Oh, shoot. Love Toys Collector. Dude, this is good. This is really good. I think we're done. I think we're done cooking. I usually go for rice with stir fry, but I just love fried rice in general. Dude, I'm samesies. I love fried rice more than I like regular. Oh my god, dude. Oh, that's so good. Oh man, that's amazing. We're done cooking. This right here is good. Oh god, look at that. Thank you, dumb user. Unfortunately for you, I have a praise king. So, oh, just kidding. Did you know this looks like shit because no mac and cheese? Well, that's unfortunate for you. You should have tuned into the other stream because we cooked some mac and cheese back then. We did it, chat. We let him cook. Let him cook. Literally. And we did. Oh, yeah, we did. We really did. Man, this is good stuff. I'm sorry that I reacted that way. Those peas were just that good. And, well, I guess that's it. So I actually ate earlier in the day. I cooked some very unhealthy foods. I cooked some mozzarella sticks and some fish sticks, and I ate that alongside like a cup of Baja Blast. So I'm kind of full right now. I'm kind of full I've already eaten, so I don't know if I'm gonna want to eat this right now. But I did kind of want to like make this as a sort of kind of meal prep, even though it's not like, there's gonna be anything that's gonna like get in my way of cooking anything over the next 2 days. But yeah, I don't plan to eat right now, so this is just gonna be for tomorrow and the next day. And maybe the next day if I don't finish it that second day. And maybe the next day, if I don't finish it the day after the second day. And then maybe, and then so on and so on. But yeah, I usually don't meal prep that often. Feels kind of nice. Now I don't have to worry about doing anything. I could just go back to writing. I could go back to doing voice stuff. I was working on a video thing before I started cooking. I wanted to make a video on TikTok, and I wanted to use I wanted to use the cutout feature, which is just basically like rotoscoping you out of the video, and it sucks on the app, so I'm gonna have to do that through After Effects. So, yep, that's what my night's gonna be. Rock Band Iceberg 2. When? Yesterday. But yeah, that's about it. So I am going to start ending the stream right now. I am sorry that we are ending it pretty early. So if there's anything that you guys want me to address, if there's any questions that you have asking, if there's anything on your mind that you want to be on my mind right now, please speak now or forever hold your peace. This was a fun stream, and while it wasn't as wacky and as crazy as the macaroni and cheese stream was, I still had a lot of fun. I still, I enjoyed how chill it was compared to the mac and cheese stream. This was nice. This was fun. This was cool. I am weird, Dorky Denny. You are absolutely correct about that. I did cook Peak Chimkin. Definitely going to be Peaker once it goes down my throat. All right, Dante, I'll see you later. You have a good one. It's fine. Oh, dumb user, are you already crying, dude? What? Don't cry. Don't cry that because it's over. Cry because you got to witness it. I'm not weird. I'm getting a lot of mixed signals here. I don't know what to think about what chat thinks of me. Does chat have a crush on me or not? I can't tell. It feels like I'm on the playground and like we're picking on each other, not because we hate each other, but because we have like really deep-seated crushes that we don't want to admit to. What did we cook, Card? Okay, so I cooked some chicken. I cooked some chicken with some sugar snap pea stir fry. And spoiler alert, I'm not going to eat it right now, but I took a bit of those peas and I ate it just to check and see if it cooked properly. And golly, Card, I wish you were there for the rest of the stream because, man, we went on a journey of delicious self-discovery, yummy, yummy self-discoveries. And, at least you can see the VOD. But, yeah, I'm not going to eat it right now. But that's going to be it for me. Thank you all for watching this stream. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And thank you for hanging out with me. It's going to be very lonely for the next day and a half. So, I do kind of need the company. I'm like one of those dogs that is like very attached to their owner. And I like need you guys to be around me or else I don't know, die of depression or something. All right, Dorky Denny, I will have fun. And you have fun too, as well as Dumb User and Card and Random Guy and Dante and Jeff. You all have a great rest of your day or afternoon or night or whatever it is over there in your guys' neck of the woods. I hope it's a good one, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye. One last look at my cock. Yeah, you like that cock, don't you? Yeah. Yeah, I bet you want that cock inside of you, don't you? Yeah. I bet you need it. And by cock, I mean chicken. Yummy stuff. All right, I'll stop talking. Bye.